if you were advising Nike, how does Nike embrace this blown-out shoe by Zion and make it work for them?
They pay him a little extra, and they make sure they sign him and make sure he goes away quickly, Dan. I mean, listen, it's not going to be any harder to sign Zion now. They might have to pay a little bit more money. So maybe he has some more leverage in the negotiations, but what do
you do social media wise, Darren, right now? Because
right now, I mean, they're in a really tough position because I think the jerseys were a little bit of a thing, obviously, when the jerseys were ripping in the NBA. But I think that people knew that wasn't what you really get. It's the material. It's a different type of material. It's like no one's really worried as a fan if their jersey is going to rip. This is totally different. I mean, they make products for the athlete, by the athlete. That's what they say. And this you can't explain away what happened in the biggest college basketball game of the year to date with the audience that it was, with the biggest player that we've seen in so long. I mean, it's really very difficult, and that's why it took probably till midnight, 12:30, for their statement to come out, because it was something that, as much as Nike has done, it was difficult to handle.
Did you call Nike for a statement?
About 30 seconds after he walked off the court. You know me. Did I call? Of course I did.
And you said that you wouldn't be surprised if that stock took a little bit of a hit. It's down 1%, a little over 1%, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the market's down a little bit, but and it's not really a business per se thing in terms of does it affect dollars and would people say they wouldn't buy Nike, but it's definitely a brand equity type of thing where you're like, how could this possibly happen on the stage that it has? Some people are saying, it's a Paul George shoe, which it is the cheapest Nike signature shoe that exists at $110, but I don't think it's a fall apart type shoe. But this is certainly an interesting situation for them, and I don't know how they're going to deal with it. I'm sure they're going to take those shoes. Those shoes are not going to be auctioned off, Dan. They're going to take those shoes. They're going to bring in a Beaverton, Oregon headquarters, see what happened. And I don't know if they'll report. If it's something that is positive, they'll report it back. But if it's negative, we'll just never hear about it.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.